You had the words. You had them perfectly lined up, right there, ready. You've been rehearsing them in the shower, in the car, at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling. You knew exactly what you wanted to say and exactly how you wanted to say it. And then they looked at you and you said, "Nothing. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal." And you watched the moment close, like a door swinging shut in slow motion. You watched your chance to be known, really known, walk right past you. And you let it, because somehow in that split second, silence still felt safer than the truth. If that hit somewhere deep in your chest, stay with me, because I want to talk about the person who lives inside that silence, who you actually are when no one's asking the right questions, and why, even though it's costing you everything, the words just won't come out. The pain point is this: you are desperately, achingly lonely, not because no one is around, but because no one actually knows you. You have people, you might even have a lot of people, friends who text you, a partner who sleeps next to you, family who would say they know you better than anyone. But there's a version of you, the real one, the one with the fears and the grief and the longing and the love that's so big it scares you, that no one has ever met, not fully, not even close. And here's the thing that makes it unbearable. It's not their fault. They've tried. Some of them have tried so hard. They've asked the right questions. They've sat with you in the quiet. They've said, "You can tell me anything." And you sat across from them, feeling everything and given them almost nothing. Not because you don't love them, not because you don't trust them, but because somewhere along the way, you learned that being known is the most dangerous thing in the world. You didn't always know that. There was a time when you were younger, when you said the true thing, when you ran to someone and said, "I'm scared," or "I'm hurt," or "I need you." You were that open once. And then something happened. Maybe it was one moment, maybe it was 100 small ones, but something taught you that honesty has a cost, that when you showed someone the inside of you, the soft, unguarded, real inside, they did something with it that broke you a little. Maybe they laughed. Maybe they looked uncomfortable and changed the subject. Maybe they used it against you later. Maybe they just didn't hold it the way you needed them to. And your nervous system, which is just trying to protect you, took a very careful note. Don't do that again. It isn't safe. So you stopped. Gradually, slowly, so quietly you didn't even notice it happening. You started editing yourself before you spoke. You started asking, how would this land before every honest sentence? You became incredibly skilled at reading the room, knowing exactly what each person needed to hear and giving them that instead of the truth. You became so good at performing okay that most people forgot to check if you actually were. And now here you are, years later, and the thing that was supposed to protect you has become the very thing that's destroying you. Because you're good at this. You're so good at seeming fine. People come to you with their problems because you're calm, because you're steady, because you always know what to say. And you hold their pain with both hands. You sit with them in the dark. You are the person everyone calls at 2 a.m. But who do you call? No one. Because you've spent so long being the one who's okay that you don't even know how to be the one who isn't anymore. You've played the role so long, the role has started to feel like your face. And the real face, the one underneath, you're not even sure you remember what it looks like. This is the loneliness that doesn't have a name. You're surrounded and completely invisible at the same time. Known by everyone, understood by no one. And the cruelest part, you built this, not because you wanted to, but because once, a long time ago, you had to. And now the walls that saved you are the same walls keeping everyone out. Here's what I want you to understand about yourself. Really understand in your bones. You are not cold. You are not broken. You are not emotionally unavailable. You are someone who learned that love and loss come as a package deal. That the more you let someone see, the more they can take when they leave. That vulnerability isn't a gift, it's a target. And so you protected yourself the only way you knew how. You went quiet. And here's something even harder to hear. You've been confessing this whole time, just not with words. You confess when you show up, when you remember the small things, when you stay, when you check in without being asked, when you sit in uncomfortable silences because you don't want to leave someone alone in them, when you do the thing they needed before they knew they needed it. That's love. That's you. That's your confession, written in every action because the words have always felt too exposed. The people who are paying attention already know. They see it. They're just waiting for you to see it too. Now here's the question that matters, the one you might have been sitting with this whole time. Can this change? Is it too late? Have you been this way so long that the walls are just part of you now? No, it's not too late, but I won't lie to you either. It's not easy, and it won't happen because someone tells you to just open up. It won't happen because you decide one morning to be different. It won't happen all at once. It happens the way trust always happens, in millimeters, in tiny, terrifying moments, in the small decision to let one true sentence leave your mouth, not the whole speech you've been rehearsing, not the grand confession, just one sentence, and watching what happens when it does. It happens when you find one person who doesn't flinch, who doesn't make it weird, who takes the small piece of yourself that you handed over, barely breathing, and treats it like it's the most ordinary, acceptable thing in the world. Because it is. Your feelings are ordinary. Your needs are acceptable. Your pain is not too much. You've just never been in the room with the right evidence. And if you're reading this and you love someone like this, someone who goes quiet, someone who says, "I'm fine," when they're clearly not, someone who does everything for everyone and asks for nothing back, please hear me when I say this. Don't push, don't demand, don't make their silence a problem that needs to be solved right now. Just stay. Just be consistent. Just prove in the smallest moments, when they do let something slip, when they do say one vulnerable thing, that it's safe here, that you won't make a face, that you won't bring it up later as ammunition, that you won't make them regret it. Because they are watching for the moment you'll hurt them. They've been watching their whole life. They are so good at clocking the exit before they even walk in the door. Be the person who makes them forget to look for it. You know what the saddest version of this story is? It's the one where someone spends their entire life waiting until it feels safe enough to be honest, and it never quite feels safe enough, and they die with a chest full of words that no one ever heard. Don't be that story. Not because it's easy, not because the fear isn't real. It is real. It is so real. It has been real since you were young and tender and it wasn't safe. But because the people in your life right now are not the people who taught you it was dangerous. And the version of you that learned to go quiet was protecting someone who needed protecting. But you're still doing it, even when the danger is gone. The silence kept you safe, but it's not keeping you alive. And you deserve to be alive, fully, messily, vulnerably, and honestly alive in your own story. Not performing, not managing, not fine.